some interns talk.
There's a difference between talking a lot and commanding the room too.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of a line to walk on that as well, right? Where you want to be remembered, but remembered for the right reasons,
Yeah.
but show that you're capable, but also show that you can listen. It's a whole art interviewing, and honestly, I finished because we do our intern interviews virtually, right? So ended the call, and I just was like, she answered every question very simply, but they were really good answers. She didn't use too many words. She would, if I asked ABC question, she had ABC response. Period. End of discussion. Topic is over.
Yeah.
But her portfolio was good enough. I liked her energy. I truly honestly did. And I just liked how direct she was, but in a very professional and kind manner. And then yeah, you mentioned her creativity on her first 1 day with you, 2 days with you.
Quick. Yeah, it was quick.
Because yeah, she started with you for a week or something to that effect, and then she came over to Ryan and I with production. And all that to say, she's now an assistant editor for us. Internship ended. She just continued to succeed and excel with all these little things that we threw at her. I mean, like we threw a client edit at her while she was an intern. And yes, it still needed some work and it needed a little finesse, and Ryan did that because, at the same time she was an intern, so we can't expect start to finish
Right.
greatness. And also client paid for this edit, so we needed to ensure that one of our full-time staff members got a hold of it and finessed it, and he made some tweaks and adjusted it and
Polished it up, made it
yeah,
ready to go.
but she actually wanted to see what that polishing round looked like, and like she sat with him and edited the final round, and he did everything, and she asked a few questions, and so we gave her another internal edit, not a client edit, and she just got better and better and better, and just like these leaps and bound differences. So all this to say, like as an employer, as someone in the creative field, it is insanely difficult to trust young talent. It really is. I cannot deny that at all. But I personally am okay with giving them something knowing that it could fail and just fall flat and be absolutely useless to us.
Mm-hmm.
Because what other way are they going to be challenged enough to show what they're truly capable of? And we've given edits to other individuals, freelancers in the area, people who are up and coming in the industry, as in the workforce, and they haven't done a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And we just politely move on and say, like, it's just not going to work, but we give that chance. And I'd rather give 10 of those chances to find the one that just like excels through it.
Yeah. Rather be like hopeful than pessimistic.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm pessimistic in the sense that I'm okay knowing that it could be a failure,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't very pessimistic, but I guess the negative side of the coin, right? Like I'm okay with just being like, well, this didn't work. We're moving on.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. And maybe we committed hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of resources XYZ to that person, that individual. Maybe we had to pay him a few bucks to give it a shot. But I'm willing to take that chance. And there's another line of thinking when it comes to the workforce and just companies growing and hiring. You got to be willing to fire quickly if you make the wrong decision. And I'm a firm believer in that. Like if it's not going to work and it's the writing's on the wall 2, 3, 4 weeks in, we're just going to politely move our separate ways.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks that you've used up that time, those resources. But what's worse is if you keep powering through just because you almost don't want to be wrong,
Yeah.
and you have someone for a year, 2 years, 3 years that just continues to stick with you, and you're still having problems. Like that's way worse. I'd rather just admit that I hired the wrong person and move on 30 days, 60 days later. I mean, there's a reason why, in employment contracts, there's, traditionally a 90-day window where you can,
Probation.
yes, it's it's probation.
Yeah.
But that's why, is because, it's that opening to just be able to, the employer and the employee both mutually can walk away and have, no love lost, because it empowers the employee as well, because like they can just be like, hey, I thought this job was this, it's not, I need to leave too. So
Yeah.
it's equal power to the employee. It truly is. Some people may not agree with that, but that's the truth of the matter, is you can walk away too. But as the employer, like, you can say, like, this isn't gonna work. I thought you were gonna be able to do this. It's obviously easier with contractors, but at the end of the day, there's always resources that were spent, time and money. You can always make the money back. The time is lost once you've spent that 10 minutes, hour, 3 hours. Like, you're never getting that time back.
Yeah.
But you just got to be willing just to be like, you know what, I'm moving on. So I really am a fan of what Yvonne's doing and what her program is developing, because it offers employers opportunity to talk to all these 10th, 11th, 12th graders, ninth graders as well, but like,
It's a little early.
a little early.
I know their focus is more towards the ones who are graduating.
Exactly. And she even openly admits that they put ninth and 10th graders can partake in the program. They just
Yeah.
get more time in the program.
The emphasis is on the.
But the emphasis is on the juniors, and subsequently the seniors get even more attention. So but the employers get all these opportunities to talk to these kids and just start seeing what skill sets they have. Are you someone who wants to work for a big company? Are you wanting to work for a small company? Are you a computer junkie? Are you okay sitting in an office most of your day? Are you someone who works insanely well with your hands and you want to be outside?
There's no way we're thinking about that. At least back when we were in high
Correct.
school. Yeah.
But these employers get all these opportunities to ask these kind of questions and get the gears turning on these kids. And what Yvonne and her team are doing is giving these kids all these chances to go, well, I don't like sitting. Like, I just don't. Like, I like doing something. Well, that just saying that sentence alone gets the process started. Like, you like doing something. Okay.